What's up, motherfuckers? This is Silent Rob, being a slob as usual. I got a big pile of fucking shit here, and bed's not made, and really wouldn't be a Silent Rob video if all those things weren't, in line. So I got a kind of a weird camera angle here because I'm trying to keep the games out of sight, but I wanted to do a DS collection video for you guys. A lot of people have been wanting to see my DS collection. And if my hair looks wet, I just got out of the shower like 5 seconds ago, pretty much, and feel refreshed. So let's get this shit going, bitches. I was trying to strategically do the camera so I could like not wear pants in it and nobody would notice, but I was like, if I move a little, people will notice. I mostly most of the time I'm walking around my apartment in my boxers and shit. I mean, I guess it really wouldn't be that bad if I did the video in my boxers, but I'll put shorts on for the time being. As soon as this video's over, though, I'm getting naked as a motherfucker up in this bitch. All right, so it's a pretty large collection. I have gotten rid of a few games. I owed my brother some money, so I sold a few games off that I didn't really need. A couple of them I kind of wish I didn't sell, but I'll get into it. I'm not really hurting for games here. You guys will be able to tell. So we'll start off with Zelda, Majora's Mask, which I've just never gotten into this game, people. I got this. I think I got this on like a Black Friday sale or something. I can't remember, but I really wasn't even gonna get it. I had it on N64. I never even beat it, so that should show you how much I really care for it. I just don't really like it. I get that people really dig this shit, and it's some people's favorite Zelda game, and they'll stand by it to the death, but it's just not my style. I like Ocarina of Time a lot better. I got Cave Story 3D with the DJ cover. You know, this fucking shit is hard to find. It's actually one of the rare 3DS games out there. You can find just this a lot. Like I see this quite often, but I rarely see it with a slipcover. I think I got this for like 15 bucks. Actually, I didn't even pay for it. The girl I was seeing at the time, I talked her into paying for it for me, bitches. Power of the D right there. We got Donkey Kong Country 3D Returns. I love this game. It was on Wii, and I didn't fucking like it on Wii because I didn't like the controls like at all. And I was just like, if they ever put this to the 3DS, it's gonna be a really good game, and there you have it. So that's the best version of that game, in my opinion. We got X-Train Odyssey Untold, the first one. I gotta get the second one still. I saw it for sale the other day, and I wanted to get it, but it's still 50 bucks, man. And I'm living by myself and shit. I gotta get these bills fucking knocked out before I do any of this nonsense. Tetris DS, which is all right. Like, I don't know. Tetris to me is fun for like 15 minutes. And then you start to realize it's just going to get so fast and ridiculous at a certain point that you just can't play it anymore. So Tetris has always been kind of mystifying to me. Like, yeah, it's fun for a little bit, but it just turns impossible. Like, any kind of quarter munching arcade game does, where you just, they want you to keep pumping those quarters in. Tetris does the same thing. It means the fucking pieces are coming fucking flying so fucking fast, give you an epileptic fucking seizure and shit. Like, I mean, who the fuck's gonna do something like that? Unless they're just some kind of like fucking idiot savant, Tetris savant. This is not my thing, people. But it's fun for like 10 minutes. I got Nano Stray 2, which I got a pretty good price. I don't really like it though. It kind of has a generic shooter feel to it. We got Picross DS. I actually like this quite a bit. I didn't think I would. I got this for free. Somebody gave this to me and shit. And I was like, what the hell is Dick Ross? Is that what Dick Ross? I don't know what the fuck that is. And you just fill in these pictures. It's actually pretty addicting, surprisingly. And I got another one that he gave me, Picross 3D, which I don't really like as much. The 3D doesn't really add anything to it, in my opinion. I got this for pretty much nothing. James Pond, codename Robocop, which is strange because you would think it would just be James Pond 2, right? No, for some reason they lost their goddamn minds and decided to make like a whole different game using the same. I think it's the Game Gear version of James Pond. Like, what the fuck? Like, why not just have the original game? At least have the original game on here. I just bought this one today. Final Fantasy Tactics A2. I'm not a real big tactical RPG guy, but this is a pretty good price. It was like 18 bucks, and came with everything. It's not one you see all the time. It's supposed to be a pretty good game. I don't know, man. I just have a thing with tactical RPGs. They just don't hold my interest. I've never beaten one. I've just never been able to sit through it. I had Fire Emblem that came out. That's sort of a tactical RPG type thing, and I need more than just battles. You know what I mean? Like I need more than that shit. Possible mission. This game sucks dicks. Okay, for quarters. Actually, no, for pennies. Okay, ain't nobody giving no quarters for these fucking dick suckings. Ain't nobody got time for that. This game sucks. I got it for a couple bucks. I've never understood the impossible mission shit. There's just some old games that people like and stuff that I just am never gonna get. You know, shit like Cubert and stuff. I just don't. I don't get it. I try to play these games and I'm just like, there's gotta be something. The reason why people still talk about fucking Cubert and it sucks. Like I don't know. I don't get it. And there's gonna be I can't wait for the Cubert defenders. Fuck you, son of Rob. Get up. Get up. There's always that one person. Now, Mega Man ZX Advent. I like this one a lot more than the first ZX game. They actually have a map that's actually legible. You can actually figure out where the fuck you are in it. I have the first game here, so here it is. I can get it out of the way. Mega Man ZX. I just cannot get into this one at all. There's a lot of the Mega Man stuff that's just not the main series, like Mega Man X. Maybe Mega Man Legends, these main series games. You get to the Star Forces and fucking Dick Lickens and all these other series. Like I don't care about those. Okay, I'm not that big of a Mega Man fan, even though I do have it etched into my fucking body. So we got Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D, which I think this is fucking hilarious because this fucking game was going for just astronomical values. Like it was pissing everybody off, man. Like. You try to go get a copy. I got it right before it like just jettisoned up in price like astronomically. It was like $80 or something for this game at one point, and it was just like it's just like Nintendo, are you fucking retarded? Is that your deal? Like, do you not want this money? You would rather this money go to these fucking scalpers than to re-release this motherfucker? And they didn't. So this is like a $20 like player's choice thing now. So I'd love to see the look on the faces of these fucking scalper piece of shits. Okay, love it. Nintendo needs to do more of that shit. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. These motherfuckers don't want money. You know, it's just a joke. Lost in Blue 3. I have all three. I have three of these. I got them for a good price. I don't get it. Here's Lost in Blue 2. It's you know, not my style, but whatever. Glory of Heracles, Heracles, testicles, or something. I don't fucking know. It's not very good. You might be noticing like a trend here. Like I got all these games that fucking suck, you know. But no, I'm just getting these out of the way before I get to some of the better stuff. Gianna Sisters DS. This is a pretty rare one too. You can find like the PAL version of it for a pretty good price, but the actual American E for Everyone copy of this, pretty fucking rare. And it's not a bad little platformer. I mean, it's nothing special about it, but I beat it. We got Heroes of Mana. It's not really what I thought it was going to be. Has there only ever been one good Mana game? Like, do they not know how to fucking make these games? Like, they start out with a bang. Like, everybody loves Secret of Mana, and then it's just like they fucked up every single time after that. I guess there's a fan base for Legend of Mana. I've never gotten into it myself. Hell, I've never even really gotten into Secret of Mana. The whole Mana series go fucking lick my balls for all I fucking care. So we got Zelda. I'm still thinking about Zelda. I see Zelda out the corner of my eye. We got Castlevania, Order of Ecclesia. This is my least favorite of the Castlevania trilogy here. I have the other two games. I've just never been able to get into this one. I don't know what it is. The systems that it uses, the little bite-sized level shit that it does. It's just not my cup of tea. This one is my jam right here. Dawn of Sorrow. I like this one. I like the Game Boy Advance one as well. They kind of go hand in hand. They're pretty much like direct sequels, pretty much, to each other. And that's my favorite. Portrait of Ruin is. I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time choosing which one I like less, this or Order of Ecclesia, but I think I like this a little bit more. I like the portrait thing. I like it has a cool Egypt level in it. I like the music in it. I think Yuzo Koshiro does the music in this one with somebody else. It's a really good soundtrack. It's overall not as good as some of the other, Metroidvania type games, but it's pretty good. Overall, the DS Castlevanias were pretty good games. We got Scourge, Hive. I've never really played this too much. It seems pretty cool. I got it for good. I set it at a good price. And I got Final Fantasy, Ring of Fates. So it's like a Crystal Chronicles thing. I didn't think anybody liked the first Crystal Chronicles for them to make more of these motherfuckers, but you know, whatever. There's another one, Echoes of Time. This one I think is a little bit better than the other one. This game kind of disappointed me. I was hoping for a little bit more out of that. Aliens Infestation. It's not very good. I don't know. I don't think I really fully understand how to play it. It seems like it'd be kind of self-explanatory. Like it'd be like maybe like a Metroidvania alien game, which is pretty much all they had to fucking do. I don't know why they had to make it difficult, but they did, and it's weird. We got 999, which is alright. I think people bust way too many nuts about that series of games than it deserves. I mean, I'd rather play Danganronpa if I'm going to play that type of storybook game. You know, there's no real game there. It's this kind of story. Like right now, I'm playing Corpse Party, and that one's really good. But you got to be in the mood for a game like that. There's no real gameplay in these games. You know, like 999. I mean, you solve the occasional fucking puzzle. Most of the time, you're just standing there fucking itching your ass, not really doing anything. Zelda Link Between Worlds. I was kind of half and half on this game. I know a lot of people, like, once again, skeet, 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 Zelda, skeet, 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 you know, like, just all the fucking time. Not so much with me. I'm not the biggest fan of the series. Like, I like certain games at certain times. I'm always going to love Ocarina of Time. Link to the Past, my fucking jam. You see what I mean? Like the other games kind of just all have problems that I don't even like the DS games really at all besides this one. Because there's like it's all touchscreen bullshit. It's not what I'm into. I don't like to play a game just with the touchscreen. Kiss my fucking ass, okay? There's perfectly good buttons on this motherfucker. Don't force me to use some fucking bullshit control scheme, you punks. But this game, I didn't beat it, but like I blew through like what I did play. Like it's so easy. I mean, it kind of holds your hand a little bit. It doesn't really. It kind of feels unstructured. Like you can go to any of these dungeons at any time, so there's no real escalation in difficulty. You know how Zelda, like the really good ones, like Link to the Past, like its difficulty goes up at a pretty good level. The same thing with Ocarina of Time. This one, since you can go to any of the dungeons, it kind of just all the dungeons are kind of easy in my opinion. But like I said, I didn't beat it. I got all the way to the end and just kind of lost interest. But I mean, I liked Wind Waker. I guess I beat it, but I don't go back to these games and go crazy like some people do. Mystery Dungeon. I did like Zelda 2. Zelda 2 as well. That game is hard as fuck. That's like, that a lot of people want to diss on that game, but I like Zelda 2 quite a bit. I beat this game. This is a really good fucking game. Sharing the Wonder Mystery Dungeon. This is like a port of like a Super Nintendo roguelike game. So if you guys like Binding of Isaac, shit like that, this is hardcore, man. Like, you got one life to get through the entire fucking dungeon. You get to the last boss, man, I'm telling you, your heart's about to fucking explode out your chest like fucking Emmer having a heart attack and shit. Like, burp, burp, burp. Like, it's ridiculous. So, the Color Cross, somebody gave, like I said, a few of these games were given to me, like, I don't want them anymore. It's kind of a Picross game, but it's in color. But I don't like the interface of it. Magical Star Sign. I got this because it's cheap, like everywhere. Like I've seen this for like $5. I was like, really? I was like, this is sort of like a, like a first party type game made by Brownie Brown or some nonsense. But once again, they force you to use the goddamn touchscreen all the fucking time. When the DS first came out, a lot of these games are just like, oh, touchscreen, oh, you can touch it, like we've never seen a touchscreen before. So all these games want to use it for some fucking reason. It just didn't work on a lot of games. Shovel Knight, absolute masterpiece. I loved every second of this game, and it's cool. The physical copy comes with like a actual motherfucking instruction manual, not just one little piece of toilet paper in it. Sonic Generations, it's not my favorite. The new Sonic coming out, I can't remember what it's called. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Final Fantasy IV Heroes of Light. I bought this because I didn't know really anything about this game. This game kind of came and went. I don't remember any fanfare for this. I don't remember anybody even telling me they were going to get it. Like, it's just kind of like, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like looking at it, and I was like, it's a fucking RPG. Like, it's a straight up RPG. It's like a Final Fantasy game. It's pretty good. It's weird. Battle system's strange. It's one of those games you can't like target certain enemies. You know, like, why is that an issue? Why can't I target each enemy that I want to fucking target? Like, why is it got to be difficult? Punks, this isn't 1985, okay? The technology is there to do that. Got Resident Evil Deadly Silence. It's totally awesome. A portable Resident Evil 1. I mean, come on, people. Plus, there's like a DS mode in this that's like adds a bunch of stuff. I mean, some of the stuff's touchscreen. A lot of it is, but it's cool. I can handle it in short bursts, you know what I mean? I like this because you can skip the door sequences, so you can kind of speed run the fuck out of this. And I think it's really cool. I got that for a good price too. Got this for an unbelievable price. I should have bought. There's like 2 copies of it. I should have bought the other one because now it's going up in price. Nostalgia. It's another one with a fucking absolutely enormous book, man. It's like, how many pages is this mofo? 77 pages of what? It's a fucking RPG. What the fuck? Boat. I don't know how to play. I don't get it, man. Final Fantasy IV, which this is I don't know if it's just me, but this is a hard version of Final Fantasy IV, man. Like, this game will kick your ass. And I have I used to have the PSP. I got rid of my PSP stuff. That one was a lot easier. Like, they don't fuck around in that fucking port. Speaking of difficult, this game's hard as fuck. I beat this long break from work, and I just sat down. I'm just like, I'm gonna beat a Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy 3 caught my eye. This is a really good game. The last dungeon is outright fucking sadistic, though, man. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You gotta get through the whole dungeon and beat like 15 forms of a last boss with 1 life. There's no save points or nothing. It's brutal. Bang.io, which I had to special order this because I've never seen this for sale anywhere. Like, I go to video game stores all the time. I went to some today. Never seen this for sale. So I had to order that off Amazon from the seller. Now, Worms Open Warfare. It's not very good. I should have got the second game instead. It's a lot better. Radiant Historia, which I need to get another copy of this because there's like a hole that's like somebody fucking sat on it because we don't know how to take care of the shit. So it's a pretty good game. I just don't got a lot of time to play these long ass RPGs anymore, people. And I got Legacy of Ease. I think it's really good. Like, people like to take craps on this version. People say, oh, it's not the same. You've got the same battle system. You kind of actually swing your sword in this version. Like, a lot of the first 2 Ease games, you just kind of bump them. The early ones, really. I think 4 does it as well. But you actually swing a sword in this one. It's cool. Like, I mean, Ease 1's over before you even fucking know it. Ease 1 is so fucking short. So it's basically Ease 2. I don't like Ease 2 quite as much. So, I like Etrian Mystery Dungeon. Didn't get into this as much as I thought I was going to. There's just too many systems. There's too much shit you gotta learn. Like I said, I don't have time to get a degree just to play a game, people, okay? I like RPGs as much as the next person, but I like older RPGs because you can just get right into them. You know, get going. You don't got 50,000 systems to learn. I just ain't got no time for it anymore, people. Shin Megami Tensei 4, which I have the kind of goofy box. I don't really like this box, man. You have nowhere to really put it. You know, it just bends really easy. It's kind of flimsy. It came with this guide, I guess. I don't think it's even the full guide. I don't know if it's for the whole game or not. Yeah, I think it's only for part of the game. Like, who wants a guide for part of the game? Like, well, okay, I guess I don't have any more guide left. Like, what's the point of that? Either give me a full guide or kiss my dick. Sick of this shit. Now, Persona Q, which came with a 3DS holder and like some cards or some nonsense, an art book and stuff. It's cool. It's a first-person dungeon crawl. I don't really get into Persona very much. I like Shin Megami Tensei a little bit more. So I actually do like Shin Megami Tensei 4. I just haven't beat it. Azuna, it's a lot like Sharing the Wonder. I gotta get Azuna 2 still. It's a pretty good game. Retro Game Challenge is pretty cool. Little mini NES games, basically. A lot of them really aren't that good, though. Like, there's, you got a whole bunch of different games, but like the early ones are like super early NES, so they go in the timeline. So like through the 80s, supposed to be in the 80s, but a lot of the early ones are so simple that they're really not that fun. Mr. Driller Drill Spirits, that's a cool game. It's basically just the first Mr. Driller. Pokemon Blue Rescue Team. A girl I was dating bought me this. So I was just like, yeah, I was looking at it. She's like, you want it? I'll buy it for you. I was like, fuck yeah, I want it. For free? For free? Okay, you want some dick? All right, gotcha. Flower, Sun, and Rain. This is one that I've seen. I've never even seen it for sale before. I was like, okay, whatever. I haven't played it. A lot of these games I haven't played. I want to keep this up since this video is not so fucking long. Tales of the Abyss. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of people's favorite Tales game. I talked to a lot of people that that's their favorite. Dragon Quest VI. I don't really care for this. I really like the Dragon Quest games. I'm pumped for 7 to come out. I got it pre-ordered. I beat Dragon Quest 4. I beat Dragon Quest 5. But this one is just not doing it for me. People, I've sat down many times to try to beat this game. And it's just not as good. I mean, you got 2 different worlds, but they kind of blend together, you know, and it just doesn't work for me. I don't get it. You have to play it to see what I mean. Chrono Trigger, I don't even have to say nothing about this game. Absolute masterpiece. You want to talk about jump in and play RPG and don't have to learn a whole bunch of goddamn nonsense? Here you go. It's just, there's never been an RPG better, in my opinion. We got Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue or some shit. I don't know. You can see the price on it. You might be able to see it. It says $5. Second time around. That's where I always go. You can't pass it up for $5. A weird fucking game like that. I also got this at the same visit. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, which is pretty cool. I haven't played too much of it yet. Got the first Lost in Blue, which I don't really care for those. Line Rider 2 seemed like an interesting game. I haven't really got to play it yet, so the verdict is still out. Mega Man Zero Collection. Once again, I don't get into a lot of Mega Man stuff that's not a certain series, and the Zero series just never done it for me. The first game's so ridiculously difficult and weird. Like, if you fail a mission, you can't even go back to the mission. Like, you failed enough times, and you don't really get different powers from the bosses like you used to. It's like this weird elf system. I'll still try it, but it's just not doing it for me. Golden Sun, that's a pretty good game. I haven't played it all the way through yet. Resident Evil Revelations, which is the one with the misprint, so it's Resident Evil Revelations. I had to get it because of the misprint. This is a weird joint. Teresia. It's like one of the only rated M DS games I've ever seen. Like, I looked up a list. There's not very many. You'd be surprised. And I was just like, why is this rated M? So, fairly rare game. I picked it up. Sonic Rush Adventure. Nah, I'm good on that. Brain Age 2. I got that for $1 at a game store. I was like, I'll take it. And here's some I haven't really gotten to play yet, but I got Dragon Quest Monsters, the first one. Soul Hackers, I got that from my brother. I got a lot of these games because I know they're gonna be rare at some point or harder to find. I like these boxes as well. Devil Survivor 2, it's another one I need to play. This I found to be strange. It's not something you see every day. Arcade classics, arcade hits. There's just not very many good games on this, man. I really sat down and tried to play it. It's got 15 games. You got like the first Gradius, which isn't even really my favorite in the first place. The arcade version of Contra, Track and Field. You see where this is going, people. It's just not the best. But I got it super cheap. I don't ever pay that much for these DS games, with a couple exceptions. One coming up here in a minute. That Lufia. It's not one you see all the time. I've seen it online. It's a really good game. I think it's really cool. It's just a action RPG type game. It's got a lot of cool characters in it. I paid full retail for this because I found it interesting. This got like every Final Fantasy song ever in it. Like you can just kind of, you know, like a rhythm game and shit. My brother loves it as well. Now I did pay probably about $60 to $70 for this one, but there's another story I'm gonna get into. The Dark Spire. Now this is getting to be hard to find, and I bought this for $60, $70. Came in the mail, and I shit you not, I went to this game store a few months back, and they had one on the shelves without the cardboard for $9.99. And I was like, these motherfuckers know what the fuck they're doing. And you can bet your ass I bought that motherfucker. I ended up selling it for almost triple what I paid for it to somebody. So, you know, every now and then deals are still out there when people are stupid. Okamiden, haven't really got to play it too much. Seems pretty cool. This is the first copy of Final Fantasy 3. I don't really buy. What is this? I don't really buy games without the cases very often. But that's Final Fantasy 3. I got it really cheap, cart only. So I got it. This is actually the version I beat. And after I beat it, I ordered the full copy because I wanted the artwork and everything. Contra 4, not my favorite Contra. It's pretty good. The dual screen setup makes it kind of weird. This is a pretty good game. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Really strange. And here's another case in point of fucking them not being able to make a good mana game ever. It just doesn't do it for me, people. I don't get it. Heroes of Ruin. Got that for free. We got Kirby Superstar, absolute classic right there. I don't really like Kirby, but everybody likes Kirby Superstar. Like, even people that don't like Kirby, they're like, fuck Kirby. But that Superstar, that's my jam. Project X Zone. I haven't really got to play this too much. It's got an absolutely crazy character roster in it, though, so it's a weird game. Code of Princess. Weird game, man. I got this from my brother. It's kind of a beat 'em up, sorta. There's a game that's similar to on the Sega Saturn, something Heroes or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's sort of similar to that. It's like a beat 'em up. It's all right. Got the Etrian Odyssey games, which I like these. I think these games are cool. Man, you make your own little maps and shit. Yuzo Koshiro fucking music in it. TheBomb.com. This is one of the rarer ones. Etrian Odyssey 3. Got it for a good price. The World Ends With You. I haven't really played this too much, but it seems interesting what I did play of it. It does kind of force you to use the touchscreen, but I can get over it. This is a cool game. I haven't beat it, but it's one I want to sit down and really beat. Rocket Slime. Big Trip Saga. Man, this game's got frame rate issues out the ass. Man, let me tell you right now. Like, you turn on the 3D, like I'm talking to you right now. Okay, let's turn the 3D on. I'm playing Big Trip Saga. Okay, turn 3D off. Okay, I'm back to normal. Like, no, what the fuck? Okay, don't even bother. This is my ex-girlfriend's. I still haven't gotten rid of it yet. Dragon Quest 9. This is one I really haven't played that much. I don't really like a lot of the stuff about it. I don't know. It kind of feels like an MMO and at times and shit. Dragon Quest 5. This game rocks, man. This is a really good game. I've told you guys about it before. We're getting up to the end here. Dragon Quest 4. It's good too. I beat that one as well. I had one of my all-time most awesome final boss battles on this, man. I was at the final boss. I had one hit left, one character left, and I had one more attack. Like, no magic left. I was like, if I don't kill this boss right now, I'm screwed. And I beat the motherfucker, man. I was screaming. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, man? It was so awesome. I'm sure everybody's had an experience like that. But I was like, this is it. And this isn't a short thing. Like, beating this boss takes like 30 minutes. So if I'd have to do it again, it was getting late in the night, you know, and I beat that motherfucker. It was awesome. And here's the last game, Dragon Quest Monsters 2. So, like I said, I did get rid of some stuff, pay some bills and stuff. I owed my brother money. My brother hooked me up with a washer and dryer, so I'm still paying it off to him. So I sold like Diddy Kong Racing DS, Xenoblade Chronicles, which I've had like 2 or 3 fucking times and shit, and a few other games that it's just not that big a deal. I can get them back, but hope you guys enjoy the video. It's hot as a motherfucker in here, so I'm gonna go out in my living room where the air conditioner's on, maybe play some games. So, Silent Rob, out, bitches.